I mean, how can I follow it? But the good thing about being a patron, of course, is that you are seen and not heard. So I haven't written a speech, but I am incredibly honoured, and I was incredibly honoured to have been asked to be the patron of such an absolutely worthy cause. And it's a cause, it's not a charity,
No,
it's a cause. And it's a cause that is very dear to my heart, and that is, first of all, the well-being, whether it's mental well-being, whether it's physical well-being. It's the well-being of rural and regional people, such as in this community in Gunnedah, and it's about people standing up and taking responsibility for their communities, which is very much what this is all about. In my role as farmers advocate and rural and regional advocate, I have the very great pleasure of travelling around the state and travelling around Australia now, meeting people from right across Australia, from all walks of life, who often want to tell their story. And one of the greatest and most meaningful stories that I ever get is about people's journeys on their road to mental well-being. And the more remote you are, quite often, the harder it is sometimes to first of all tell that story, but also to actually find help. And I have actually been sat down and people have said to me, it's very important, Fiona, that I tell you my story. And most of them are men, funnily enough. But it's very important that I tell you my story because I want to make sure that you know it when you're travelling around in case it helps somebody else. And that's what this is all about. And that's why I was absolutely so pleased to come and be a patron and hopefully be supportive and hopefully be in and out of here and annoy you as much as I can. But because it is actually about finding support, it's about making those connections. We live in a world where we are so connected to people. You know, I can connect to people in China now, instantaneously. I can actually sell my produce to China and deliver it within 24 hours. It seems amazing. But sometimes, despite all those amazing connections that we have on our internets and our iPads and our phones, we can still feel incredibly alone. And in places, particularly in small rural and regional communities, you can be very alone and you don't know who to talk to. And you may be feeling that something's not quite right with your life and with yourself, but you don't know who to talk to. And there is nowhere to go. And the people who I talk to, it's one of the messages is about how can we create connections, Fiona. The government is not providing the services, and that's just the way it is these days. And how can we find help, and how can we create those connections that are so important to us as human beings? And that is why I'm in awe of Pete, your wonderful board, Sarah, everybody here, for stepping up and absolutely taking responsibility and doing it yourself. You can't wait for somebody else to do it. You see a need in the community, you have to step up. If you can, and you have the ability, and you have the means, and you have the support, then it's a wonderful, wonderful thing to step up and provide that for the community. And I'm always in awe of people who do it, and I'm in absolute awe of your board, because I think this is going to be an amazing success and an amazing resource for the Gunnedah community and the Gunnedah people. So I am incredibly proud to be part of it, and I hope that I can contribute in some small way. But as I say, seen and not heard, so I won't go on and on and on. But look, thank you very much for having me here tonight. I'm really loving being part of it, and I loved meeting some of your board the other day, and look forward to talking to them more, and look forward to going on this journey with you. I'm sure you will be an enormous resource for the Gunnedah community. Thank you very much.
Thank you.